This is the story of two Arkansas cities and towns. I'm Rich Carvell. Cammack Village in Pulaski County is located on land originally owned by Wiley Dan Cammack. During the 1930s, Cammack allowed the land to be used for a Works Progress Administration road project. Sometime before 1943, Cammack attempted to have the land annexed by the city of Little Rock, which lay to the east, but Little Rock demurred, stating the land was too far west. So Cammack turned the land over to a federally subsidized housing project designed to alleviate housing shortages at Camp Joseph T. Robinson, Little Rock's primary National Guard base. Cammack pushed for incorporation, which occurred on April 5, 1943. Annexation efforts continued beyond Wiley Dan Cammack's first attempt, but failed. So the city became an enclave surrounded by Little Rock. Camp, settled in the early 1800s, was home to some of Fulton County's earliest settlers. Camp became a rural gathering place for trade and commerce. Settlers were attracted to the area by available land and a plentiful water source provided by Camp Creek and several springs. North Carolina brothers Joe and Nathan Benton, who arrived there in the early 1800s, were the first white settlers. A town did not begin to develop until the 1870s. Several rural schools existed, and school sessions began around 1880 in the Methodist Church, where they were held until a new school building was constructed in about 1914. The school was consolidated with Salem in the 1930s. The settlement was originally called Indian Camp, a name said to have been derived from the use of the area by Native Americans. The name was shortened to Camp by the time the post office was established on February 12, 1884. When Highway 9 was paved in the 1950s, it was straightened, leaving the Camp community on what is called Camp Circle. Today, the area has a few residential homes and pasture land. The Camp Methodist Church was placed on the National Register of Historic Places in 1997. This has been the story of Arkansas cities and towns. I'm Rich Carvell. Our theme music is performed by Danny Dozier. This program is a production of KASU, the public media service of Arkansas State University.